Let's talk about skilled nursing facility billing. You know, it's one of those things that can feel like a totally tangled mess, just full of frustrating complexities. But what if I told you we could untangle it? In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how AI is turning this chaotic process into a simple, streamlined system.
You know, this quote just absolutely hits the nail on the head. The problem with SNF billing isn't that the rules are some big secret. Nope. It's that every single manual step you take is a potential landmine. It's a system that's just bogged down by process, not by actual complexity.
So, how do we get from that maze to a nice, clear path? Well, here's our game plan. We'll start by exploring the manual billing maze. Then we'll map out the entire 10-step journey. After that, we'll see how AI can be our automated guide. And finally, we'll uncover the path to clean claims. Okay, let's get right to the heart of the issue. Billing should be pretty straightforward, right? You provide care, you document it, you bill for it, and you get paid. But when every single step is done by hand, it turns into this maze of potential errors, leading to denied claims and, here's the kicker, delayed payments that can literally cripple a facility's cash flow.
So to fix the problem, we first really need to understand it inside and out. So let's map out the entire manual workflow, from the moment a patient walks in the door all the way to that final payment. And here it is. This is the blueprint for SNF billing. It's a 10-step journey that involves pretty much everyone, from admissions to the clinical team to the billing office. Think of it like a chain, right? A single manual error in any one of these links can break the entire process. Okay, so we've walked through the manual maze. We see the pitfalls. Now, let's meet our guide. We're going to revisit that same 10-step journey, but this time we'll see how AI steps in to prevent errors before they can even happen. Let's start right at the very beginning. The entire financial journey for a resident kicks off with these first two steps: intake and authorization. Getting this part right is absolutely fundamentally crucial. This is probably the most critical point of failure. A simple typo, a missed phone call at this stage, that can mean providing thousands of dollars in services that will never, ever be reimbursed. AI prevents this by automatically verifying coverage and tracking those authorizations from day one, building a solid financial foundation for every single resident. All right, let's move on to the next crucial phase. This is where the amazing care provided by nurses and therapists gets translated into the data that eventually becomes the claim. It's where the clinical story meets the financial one. Now, before we go on, we need to talk about something called the MDS, or the minimum data set. Think of it as a really detailed snapshot of a resident's condition. Why does it matter so much? Because this assessment directly determines how much a facility gets paid. So yeah, getting it right is everything. And here's a huge risk. If that MDS assessment doesn't perfectly match the day-to-day clinical notes, payers have all the reason they need to deny the claim. And this happens all the time with manual processes. AI acts like a digital auditor, constantly cross-checking to make sure the billing data is telling the exact same story as the clinical care that was provided. Okay, so now we have all the documented care and the assessment. The next steps are all about converting that information into the specific service charges and diagnosis codes that payers actually understand and require. This is where so much revenue leakage happens. Manually, it is just way too easy to miss billing for a few therapy minutes here or use a slightly off diagnosis code there. These small errors, they add up to huge losses over time. AI stops this by meticulously checking every service against the documentation and suggesting the right codes, making sure facilities get paid for every single bit of care they provide. We're almost there. The claim is built, but before it goes out the door, it needs one final quality check. This is the last chance to catch an error, and the data is pretty clear on this. Most claim denials are for simple, preventable mistakes that could have been caught right here. This is where AI-powered claim scrubbing becomes a total game changer. Instead of relying on a busy human to be perfect, the AI system automatically scrubs every claim against thousands of payer rules. It flags potential errors before they can ever become costly denials. It is the ultimate safety net. And now we've reached the final phase of the cycle. The claim has been submitted, and it's time to deal with the results, posting payments for the claims that were approved and digging into the ones that got denied. Manually, posting payments is tedious, and honestly, it's really tough to see the patterns in why claims keep getting denied. But with an AI solution, payment posting is automated.
And, even more importantly, the system uses analytics to pinpoint the root cause of denials. This turns a reactive problem into a proactive strategy for continuous improvement.
Okay, let's just take a step back and look at the big picture for a second. We've seen how AI can fix each of these 10 steps. But the real magic isn't just in fixing any single step. It's the combined, cumulative impact of AI across the entire workflow.
And here's why this all really matters. By automating the workflow, you slash those costly denials, and you accelerate cash flow because clean claims just get paid faster. This boosts the facility's financial health, and this is so crucial, it forges a direct, seamless link between the excellent care being provided and the revenue that keeps the doors open. So the crucial point is this: a strong billing workflow is not just some back-office administrative function. It is the bridge that connects the hard work of the clinical team directly to the financial stability of the entire organization. And that brings us to a final crucial question for you to think about. Look at your own process. Is your billing workflow a well-oiled machine that's driving revenue, or is it a manual maze that's just leading to denials? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.